Hey, this Eli Wallace here with HeadBand Talk. We're here with Anthony Wallace. And today, we're going to do a little special interview. Brother on brother.
Brotherly love.
Yeah, so you go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, man, I'm Anthony Wallace. I'm the older brother of the fat boy, Eli Wallace. I'm just playing, man. He just big bone. But yeah, man, I'm from Dallas. I went to Skyline. I went to Oregon, finished at UNT, and now I'm in Japan. Give us a little background on yourself, my boy.
Well, I'm still in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Dade. I play for the Dallas Seahawks, and I play for my middle school, Dade.
Kind of tell me how was it on your body playing for your school and your youth team? Like how many games you had per week? How was practice? Like recovery? How you deal with it?
I mean, it's hard, but I feel like my body get used to it. You gotta be an all-around athlete. I get sore and my body hurt at times. Sometimes I don't want to play, but you gotta push through it.
Some kind of mental.
Yeah.
You getting older now. You're gonna have to switch up what you eat, cause that bounce back you got. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be needing 2-3 days now. I gotta make sure I eat right, drink water. But you still young. But like, okay, you 8th grader, get ready to go to 9th. Everybody hot on you. What school you want to go to. But for you, what's your biggest concerns about going to the next level? What's your expectations? What you want to accomplish? Because you got a lot to live up to. He had 2 big brothers who came and did their thing, and I be on your head about it. I say you're gonna be the worst brother, but I say that to motivate you, because I really think you can be the best. But I want to know what you think. What's your expectations of yourself? What's your goals?
Yeah, I'm really ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get to high school ball, but at the same time, it's kind of scary because there's gonna be people that's bigger, faster, stronger than me. But for me, that's just I gotta get ready for it. It can't just sit here and wait on it. I gotta get ready, practice, train, and with you and Joe being hot, getting out those letters, getting out those college looks, this just made me want to do it more and be better than y'all.
Got you. I think that's kind of my mindset. I remember when I first came back from school, went up to Skyline, people was like, your little brother better than you. But in my mind, I was like, he's supposed to be,
Yeah.
He's supposed to be, and then they're going to be like, you're not going to be the best one. He's supposed to be. But I don't think Joe did. He just wasn't better than me just because of who he was. He put in the work. And I think at the time you're at right now, it's time to put in that work so you can be better than both of us. But at the same time, you got both of us to learn from. I want you to kind of go into, like, what position you want to play, because you kind of like a mixture. You're like a hybrid. Like, you can play in the box. You can play on the edge. You can get big. So, like, where do you want to play? Where you feel most comfortable?
To be honest, man, I play anywhere where Coach put me. Because, I feel like I ball out in any position.
Okay. Think you smart enough to be in that box, reading keys?
For sure.
What about your pass rush?
I feel like I'm good at that, too.
Good at that. So, you utility, man.
Yeah, but, it's always room for improvement. I can get better at both.
Always. So heading into freshman year, I played freshman. Your brother played freshman. I ain't gonna lie, you a lot physically more developed than both of us. But depending on what program you go to, how are you gonna be okay with playing on freshman, or that's gonna kind of be like? Cause I don't think you're an ego person, man. You like so humble and so mature for your age. It's crazy. I be coming to you with some of my problems like you were like a old man. So like, how mentally how prepared are you? You've been around it. You know what it's like. It's not your first rodeo, but it's gonna be like when Drake say, "I'm a rookie, but I'm a vet." I feel like that's kind of describing you going to high school. So mentally, how prepared you think you are?
I feel like I'm ready mentally, but I don't know if I really want to play freshman, but at the same time I do. So I'm not really sure.
In my experience, it really don't matter, because it's a marathon and not sprint. I done seen people play JV their junior year, ball out on varsity, get a scholarship, go to the league. So to be honest, it don't matter where you start, it's where you finish and what you get done in between that gap. But outside of football, man, what's kind of some other stuff you like? I know you want to be a zoologist. I know you into film. I know you got your own business, Eli Services. I know you think you can dance. I mean, what's some other stuff you're interested in outside of football?
Man, my main thing at football, like you said, is zoology.
Zoology.
I really like animals. That's like, something I just like.
Mm-hmm.
I always like being around dogs. Going to the zoo, looking at different animals. And what really like interests me about them is like how different they are from us and how they different adaptations are for them to be able to survive in the wild and stuff like that.
Okay. You do a lot of traveling, man. What's some of all the places you've been? I ain't gonna like you travel. Your passport got more stamps than mine. You got a passport?
Nah, I ain't got.
So how you be all out going to all these places?
Say,
Yeah, you plugged.
You can't let you know I'm plugged.
What's some of all the places you been?
Out of the U.S., well, I don't want to say that. Out of the state, I've been to California. I just came back from Florida. I've been to Louisiana, Oklahoma. Then I've been to the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, and Cozumel, Mexico. Those three.
Okay.
Those are my top 3 favorite places because it's somewhere different.
Yeah.
Different culture. To get to see and see how they live over there.
I think that's the biggest thing for me. Like when I leave and go some places, like when I first went to Japan, it was like it's nothing like where I'm from. And it kind of gave me a whole different perspective on like how life is in Dallas. Like this like really this big compared to what's all out there.
So like, how different was it over in Japan compared to like Texas period?
Man, it's like the opposite of the world. Like really, that flight, I think I traveled to a different planet. Man, everything kind of opposite there. Like the exit sign is a green with an arrow telling you this is the exit. They drive on the left side of the street. The car steering wheel is on the right. It's crowded. It's a lot of people. I think the hardest thing was kind of the language barrier because communication is everything. You really can't get done unless you communicate. But one of my favorite things was my teammates kind of clicked. We clicked instantly. We couldn't communicate verbally with each other, but I think we kind of felt each other's energy. Some of my coaches and some of my players tell me I have a Japanese soul, and I think our energies just kind of meshed. So that was kind of dope. So even though we couldn't directly like how we talk and have a conversation like this, we use Google Translate, but we vibed with each other because our energies meshed.
What's like your favorite thing about being in Japan?
Man, favorite thing in Japan is really the amount of love people show. Like here, I think people kind of caught up in a me. What can I do for myself? There it's all love. Like I could be on the train, right? It's crowded on the train. Somebody could get in. It's the last train. They get in, bum rush themselves, push the whole train back, get on that thing. 2 or 3 more people come do the same thing. So everybody like, everybody get their balance, stand there straight, quiet, and just go on about their business. Because they know that person's just trying to make it home. It ain't no beef, it ain't no issues. It's just like, okay, they kind of like, but like, we understand. So just like the respect, the unity is one of my favorite things because it's like come home and it's like people be so distant for no reason.
Yeah. So did you like see any similarities between Japan and home?
Yeah. In the nightlife, people always like to enjoy themselves. People like to have a good time, see places, drink, eat food. So I think that's universal. Everywhere you go, people like to be entertained and have a good time. But it's a different place, as far as like daily activities, sports over there, you can play football in America and that's your full-time job. But for my team, specifically, it's a real traditional team, so you have to play and have a job. So think about if, Odell had a day job too, if he just wasn't a football player. Now, you know, not disrespecting his craft because that's what he do, but what if he was a CEO and what he do too? You know, he'll be more prepared for. I mean, he gonna be straight regardless, but it might be some players that's not on his caliber that would be more prepared for the transition when they done if they start something while they playing. And I think that's kind of the mentality of Japanese. They preparing for the future.
Absolutely.
Technology over there is crazy. My washer and dryer was one. I just put my clothes in there. I could go to sleep. I don't gotta wait up. Just say the amount of time depending on the load and then wash and dry. It was crazy. So growing up, man, like I said, I feel like you're very mature for your age. You done seen a lot, you know, good and bad. And I think growing up in our household, everybody in the house kind of dealt with mental health in some form or fashion. And I think we're just functional with it, you know. We just kind of figure out how to acknowledge it and roll with it. But like out of everybody in the house, I see you really don't struggle with that. So is it because you seen everybody else deal with it, or you just, you know, kind of what's your take on that? And seeing that, how do you like adjust to it? Because I feel like you're always a calm person, you're always in a good mood. I seen you get upset, but like for you to get upset, somebody gotta take you there. But for the most part, you're a pretty calm person.
Yeah, it's like, you know, usually when there's conflict in the house, either I just, you know, separate myself or I try to be the peacemaker. Cause like I feel like if it's a house full of hotheads, what would be the point of me coming in and being angry too? So, you know, it's like I try to stay calm to calm everybody else down. Feel me?
Peacemaker,
Yeah.
my brother.
Yeah. Need to get one that say peace.
I think I might have some. I'm gonna look. Like I brought some different ones home. So what's your biggest inspiration? Cause man, I feel like as an 8th grader, I don't know where my mind was. I wasn't exposed to nearly as much as you. So like, what inspires you, and where do you see yourself in, let's say, 5 years?
5 years. You know, I see myself at probably a D1 college. That'd be like my freshman year. And, you know, I want to go and, you know, get my book straight. Just so I don't have to deal with, you know, none of that academic relationship problems or anything like that. And I want to ball out on the field, for sure.
Okay. How old would you be? How old are you now?
14 right now.
14, you'd be 20-year-old.
19.
19.
I was like,
Hey, leave me alone.
I was gonna say, hold on, man. Nah, but you know, 19 years old, you know, I just wanna.
Let's kind of talk about what inspires you to want to be there, you know.
To be like,
Yeah, what made you choose that path? What inspires you?
I mean, you know, everybody always say me like football a game, it's just a game, chill out, it's just a game. But to me, you know, I love the game. It's a game, but I love it. It's like, you know, every day of the week, you used to have me out there working out, trying to get better. You know, it's like, I really take it serious because, you know, being from South Dallas and everything, it's like you see a lot, and you know, we struggle. I don't want to do that. So you know, I feel like football my way out to get to the top, get to the league, and make sure everybody else straight. And I feel like it's better for me because I'm doing that and doing something I love at the same time.
I think that's kind of how it was for me too. Like, same mindset you got, and I feel like this game that took me so many places and I've met so many people through the game. And I remember in high school, you know, I played for Coach Ty. Coach Ty was my linebackers coach, and he used to go down the line, and he used to, you know, kind of tell you your truth. Like, he was the type of person that's gonna break you down and build you up stronger, so you're gonna want to go hard for him. And he used to always look at me and tell me, like, without football, like, who are you? Like, who is you? Like, without this game, like, what have you done? And it made me always, like, go home and look at myself, like, this game been good to me, so I need to be good to this game. And, you know, I always took it serious, but that looking in the mirror and asking myself without football, who really am I, made me take it serious to like a different level. Because, it's way more to me than football. But football is such a big part of me, and I love the game. So it made me just buckle down, focus up, and once I did that, other stuff started coming into play through football. So I think if you keep that focus, you use football to get to where you want to go, all the rest of the stuff you want to do, those doors could be open too. Like, you're really limitless. And now, I'm saying, growing up, we used to think, college, D1 to the league. That didn't happen like that for me. So now I'm seeing that the game is it's still possible to live your dreams, even if you got to create it, And it's football all over the world. So, we conditioned to think like NFL or nothing, but I'm in Japan, living my best life, doing what I love, meeting people, being relationships, help growing the sport over there. So I think if you stay focused, be good to the game and it'll be good to you. I'm a living witness.
Yeah, and I feel like, seeing you and some of the people not exactly make the NFL, but still going places and playing football, that help me, if I go to the D1 and don't go to the NFL, I feel like I can still grind, still play this game, still do what I love, and, maybe branch out, have my own business over here, whatever. Still play.
Give you options. If you love doing what you do, it's not work. I see a lot of people settle, get caught up, don't be happy. I want to be happy, man. I want to see you happy. I want to see everybody happy. So, man, I know we from two different generations, man. Tell me about some of this music you listen to. Who your top five?
My top five?
Top five.
For me, it is a lot of different artists out here, a lot of different types. So, I don't know if I necessarily, listen to one certain type of music. It's usually like how I feel in that time. So, if I want to turn up or whatever, I might turn on, my boy 10K, get ready. One time. And, just if I want to just chill out, listen to music or something, I put on J. Cole. That's like some homework music type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I'm at a party or something, they'll tee up, they'll turn on some 21. Y'all come out the house, boy. I got my gang outside. Turn up the party. So for me, really, if I had to say, my top five would be no specific order, by the way. No specific order. And stay down for me. It's,
you're going to have to say that a lot, I'm telling you.
Yeah. It'll be 21, because,
Mm-hmm.
he dropped the album. I like all them songs. Well, not album, but...
Did you drop a new one?
Yeah, What Met Your Woman.
Okay, yeah.
That one. He's supposed to drop one. He ain't dropped.
It's coming.
But, 21. Then I do like J. Cole, even though I don't want to say he old, but I feel like that's somebody that...
He in his own lane.
I like him. He got his own flow. I like it. Then, I really like 10K Cash, that's my T of music. Even though he ain't got that many songs, it's still some I can just turn on now and get ready to tee up on my time. Then, I like my boy John Lucas. I don't think he got a lot of fan base, but young people like me don't really know about him. But I like he a lyrical rapper. So he get his point across. And you can hear what he's saying when he's rapping. Not like these mumble rappers.
Yeah.
Then I like Future. There's,
the goat.
Hendrix.
Yeah.
Hendrix. I just, be teeing up, turn on that Purple Rain album, the whole album will get you lit.
Yeah.
Like that, man. What's your top five?
I think I'm kind of like you, depending on what mood I'm in. Like, it's crazy, like, sitting here listening to you talk about all these artists. I ain't gonna lie, it's like you was taking the words out of my mouth. The same people, like, especially when I was in Japan, I was going back and listening to the J. Cole. Like, it was so much stuff he was saying that was so symbolic to my life. Cause I feel like the type of music you listen to is where you at in your life. I think I'm at this point where like my eyes are being opened to more spiritual stuff, to more stuff that's going on in the world that maybe when I was younger I didn't pay attention to. See, I feel like you way advanced for your age, so like stuff I'm seeing and doing now, you already up on game. Like ain't nobody your age really listening to J. Cole because his message is like deep, you know, and still able to hit the wall with TK, you know, because you're able to relate to kids your age, kids older than you, so like adults, like I really feel like you got an old soul too, so like me and you kind of like, but it just kind of depends on where I'm at in my life, what I'm feeling, my mood. Can't really say no top 5, but mine about as closest to yours, by close. I ain't really with the, I ain't gonna say that, by close to yours, but when I was younger, I remember I was listening to, I don't remember what the song was, but they was cussing a lot. They weren't really talking about much. You know, Pops came in the room and he asked me, like, what you listening to? And I told him, like, who the artist was, you know. He said, what is they saying? And I was like, I don't know. I just like the beat, you know? And he kind of told me, like, you know, dang, tell baby, hold on.
Chill out.
But basically, he told me what you put in is what comes out. So like, your mind is so powerful, like, subliminally, just listen to a song, you putting that stuff in your brain, and when you speak and when you do stuff, that's what's coming out. So I try to choose my music on who I want to be, what I want to do. So I like to get the message behind people's music, really pay attention to what they're saying, because if I'm putting it in, I want that to come out. I wanted to ask you a question. You know, you the baby of the family, but also you're a big brother. You know, kind of talk about how it feels to be both, because, you know, a lot is expected of you, but at the same time, you get a lot of, I don't want to say leeway, but you're still the baby of the family.
Yeah, I feel you. It's like, you know, I'm in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I got my youngest siblings over here. You know, I gotta, you know, watch them sometimes. But then I come over with y'all, you know, then I'm like the young kid, but at the same time, I feel like y'all don't really treat me like the young kid, but y'all do at the same time, because, like you say, I'm mature and everything, but I'm still under 14. So it's like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's cool because, you know, I feel like y'all preparing me to be like an older sibling to my
leader.
Yeah, basically. So my, you know, my younger siblings, by the way y'all treated me, you know, I feel like me being mature, that helps me out with, like, you know, babysitting me, just being a big brother.
See a lot of greatness in you, man. I'm excited to see what you become. So good luck to you on everything. And before I leave, you're gonna hate me because we finna get this work.
Cut off your bread while you sleep.
Love you, my guy.
All right, fine.